Lou, so great to meet you. How are you?
I'm good, Bonnie. How are you?
I'm good. And boy, are you ever amazing in this
Oh,
series. Wow, 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 wow. I have
thank
to
you.
say, how cool is it? Because of course, in the books, Gail is a male, and you got chosen over, I don't know, 30 million other young women who tried out for the role. So I wanted to know what it was like for you to play such a pivotal character and kind of make her your own.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. I had a connection with Gail from the moment I read her on the scripts, and it was so easy to learn those lines, I will say, for those auditions. And when that happens, I know that I've really got something uh, special. I really have a connection with these words, and the auditions kept on coming, and I got more of an opportunity to discover who she was, and
Yeah.
it's a massive responsibility to be Gail and to be the eyes that the audience sees this world through, you know?
Yes.
And I am so honored and I'm so grateful. And I hope that I do her justice, and I hope that I help everyone see and understand and get introduced to this world easier. And I hope it makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, no, absolutely. And, as we see, like even just from the first episode, she has a tough decision to make. She's got to leave her family. She's got to, she wants to pursue this. Now, I have to ask you, are you a math whiz? Because my math skills suck.
Yeah, I've been telling the story that my mom, I grew up in South Africa, and we had two different types of math. We had like an easier math, and then like the more
Yeah.
geometries and all that. And I knew I was going to be an actor. I said to my mom, I do not need the hard math. I'm going to do the easy math because I know I'm going to get an A in that because it's easier. And she was
Right.
like, no, you're not. You're going to do the hard math because it will come in handy one day. And I fought her on it, but she made me do it, and she was right. And I'm forever grateful for her because it made my job on this so much easier. And I think also being able to visualize so much of it and work it out and have time with those scripts really helped me as well. And people were so forthcoming with assistance if I needed it. But yeah.
Yeah, 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 for sure. I know it's so the language and everything. You really it must have been hard to understand that. And then of course you get to spend so much great time with Jared Harris, who plays a mentor in the show. But I can't imagine what it was like for you as a young actor to work alongside someone like him.
I mean, similarly to Gail and Harry, that's kind of what our relationship was at the beginning. And Jared is such a brilliant actor, and he has a brilliant way of looking at scripts. It's almost like he can also look at them from a director's hat as well. He's got so many different way, and it's so insightful, and I've learned so much from him and on how to, break down a script and break down a scene and understand really what the story it is that we need to tell. But he also allowed me to give my input, and not allowed, but
Yeah.
understood and made sure that my opinions and my thoughts were also important to him. So we had very equal conversations about things, and he was really wonderful to work with.
Amazing. And while we were watching this show, and I'm looking at it going, it's got to be all green screen. They had to, but no, 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 no. You guys had these massive sets. Everything was built for you. What was it like for you to work on such a grand scale production?
Surreal, and it made my job that much easier. Like, we had so much to do and so many things to think about, but the one thing we didn't have to think about was imagining
Yeah.
anything, right? Like, things were so real. Like, I had seaweed sequins on my shirt. I could smell the ocean when I was wearing my Gale top. Things like that, like the smallest details like that are just so brilliantly thought out, and they probably didn't even do it for me, but it helped me. And we had these massive LED screens. You know that scene in the trailer where Gail's going down the space elevator?
Yeah.
I was really looking at Trantor coming up on the screen. So everything you see is pretty much real. I mean, there was very little, we watch the show back, and there's a lot of VFX, of course, but a lot of it is stuff that we saw in real life. So it was a pretty surreal experience.
I can imagine. Well, I got to tell you, you're a revelation. You are going to be a huge star after this
Oh,
show. So thank you
thank
for giving
you.
me your time today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for
And
giving me your time. I really, really have. This is such a lovely conversation. I really
it's a
appreciate it.
pleasure, pleasure. Best of luck to you. And we hope to meet in person one day soon.
Yes, I hope so. Hopefully.
Thank you,
Bye
Lou.
bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.